Hi everyone, Anna is here, and in this video we're going to go through the topic of carbohydrates and everything you need to know for A-Level or IB, and these are to supplement your own revision alongside. Today's video I'm going to walk you through monosaccharides, disaccharides and the formation of glycosidic bonds. Also remember that doing revision notes on pen and paper is essential for the learning, so please grab your paper so you can make your notes alongside me. And without further ado, let's get into it. The only thing I ask in return is please press like and subscribe for this video so I can be releasing more and more of those videos to help you with your revision. So let's start with monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are the monomers of carbohydrates. In the next video, I'm going to discuss the polymers of carbohydrates, but in this one, we're going to just focus on monosaccharides. So there are a few monosaccharides that you need to know for your course. So always check your specification, but I'm going to go through the general ones that are pretty much in every spec, but always double check. So let's start with alpha glucose. So for alpha glucose, guys, you absolutely must learn the structure. I've seen it so many times where in exams you're actually asked to draw this out. So remember, it's a hexagon or hexose sugar, meaning that there are 6 carbons. And yes, guys, you have to learn what I'm drawing now all by heart. The best way to do it is to actually practice on A4 paper as many times as possible. But what you need to know is that each carbon has a number associated with it. So on the far right, it's always number 1, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, giving us C6H12O6 as a structure. I'm now going to draw beta glucose right next to this. Everything will stay the same except the carbon 1. So the exam question might ask you what is the difference between beta and alpha glucose, for which you would say that in alpha glucose, both of the hydrogens are or above, in the above plane, whereas in beta glucose, the OH and H are swapped around. So it's the hydrogen and hydroxyl groups. Okay, so that's the main difference. The third monosaccharide that you need to know is ribose. This is specifically for OCR and maybe for other exam boards, but for example, for AQA, you don't need to know this. Essentially, this is a pentose or pentagon sugar, meaning that there are 5 carbons in total. And again, guys, you just need to know and learn the structure, but here's what it is. But we know that we find the ribose sugar particularly in RNA. So the 2 more monosaccharides you need to know, but without structures, is fructose, and another one is galactose, and that's it. So that's everything you need to know for the monosaccharides. A lovely summary, okay? So now let's move to the topic of disaccharides and seeing how these monosaccharides can combine together. So disaccharides basically means that it's 2 monomers joined together. So there are some combinations that you need to know. For example, if we join 2 alpha glucose molecules together, that will give us a molecule of maltose. If we then join glucose together with galactose, then that will give us a molecule of lactose. And lactose is a sugar that's found in milk and dairy products. And then the final thing you need to know is alpha glucose plus fructose, which will give us sucrose. This is the sugar that is commonly found in plants, that is made in leaves and then transported in other parts of the plants. Okay, the main question now is how do the monosaccharides join to form these disaccharides? And this brings us to the part of the glycosidic bond and how does it form. So I would recommend pausing the video now and drawing out 2 alpha glucose molecules and how they would join together to form a glycosidic bond. Pause it now, try it, and you can get back into this video, but I'm going to start drawing it straight away now. So alpha glucose plus alpha glucose, as you remember, forms maltose. You guys can see I'm drawing these molecules again and again myself. Again, it's just repetition, and I promise you will remember how to draw them for exams as well. So this is my alpha glucose, and I'm just going to number all the carbons again for you. But because I'm being lazy now, I'm going to copy and paste the second alpha glucose molecule. You guys draw them out, okay? So what we're looking now is how can we join these 2 molecules together? Right, so this reaction is going to form a molecule of water, and quite a common exam question is where it says draw a circle around the molecules or atoms, how the water will be produced. So the key thing here is, guys, and you can see I've put a common mistake in the top right corner. The circle needs to be drawn around the two OH groups. So regardless of the orientation, whether it's alpha or beta glucose, the water molecule is always formed between the two OH groups. So if we now go and basically copy those two molecules down together, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the two alpha glucose molecules and actually show how the glycosidic bond is formed. So what we need to do is we need to extend the bond coming from carbon 1 from one molecule and carbon 4 from another molecule, and you just join it by oxygen, which is the one left from the above. And this is how the glycosidic bond is formed. Practice drawing this out. And because the water molecule is formed in this reaction is classified as a condensation reaction. Brings us to the end of this video. Please press like, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, share it with educators, and I'll see you in my next video where I'm going to be bringing more topics. Please comment below what other topics you'd like to see, and I'll see you in the next video.